Have you ever stopped to wonder about the future of our global population? We often hear two conflicting stories: collapsing birth rates and an overcrowded planet. So, which is it? The reality is, we're facing a complex paradox. While birth rates are plummeting globally, the Earth's total population is still set to grow significantly. This creates a series of immense challenges that our generation will have to navigate. Let's break down this population puzzle. Over the past 50 years, the global fertility rate has nearly halved, from East Asia to Europe and the Americas. This trend is almost universal. Yet, demographic momentum means we're still on track to reach 9.7 billion people by 2050, and potentially over 11 billion by the century's end. So, why does this matter for you and me? It comes down to three core areas: our jobs, our social systems, and our quality of life. First, the undeniable decline in births. The reasons are consistent worldwide: rising costs of living, increased educational attainment, greater focus on personal career goals, and shifting social values. When people spend more years in education and build careers, they often delay starting families. This isn't a unique cultural phenomenon, it's a global pattern of modern development. The historical population explosion of the 20th century was an anomaly, fueled by post-war recovery and technological leaps. Now, societies are adjusting to a new normal. This leads us to the economic impact. People are the fundamental resource for any economy. A growing workforce has traditionally fueled expansion. Today, there's a fierce global competition for highly skilled talent: scientists, engineers, and specialists. Cities and countries compete to attract these individuals through favorable policies. But what about everyone else? There's a growing risk of a divide, where opportunities for building significant capital, like buying a home or investing, become increasingly difficult for the average person. We see regions that have experienced population decline facing very real economic struggles, as a smaller workforce supports a larger retired population. This brings us to the third major challenge: aging societies. This is a trend that will affect every single one of us because we all grow old. The structure of our social systems, particularly pensions, is based on a pyramid: a large number of working people supporting a smaller number of retirees. That pyramid is inverting. We are moving towards a future with fewer workers supporting more retirees. The simple question is, will our systems be able to cope? Will pensions be sufficient? Can young people, burdened by supporting a large elderly population, still afford to consume and drive the economy? Different nations are trying different solutions. Some countries with low populations rely on immigration to bolster their workforce. Others, like some in Northern Europe, use sovereign wealth funds investing resource revenues globally to effectively have the world's companies help fund their social services. Then there are places like South Korea, which has spent vast sums on baby bonuses and childcare support, yet still has one of the world's lowest birth rates. This suggests the issue isn't just financial, it's cultural. When a generation grows up feeling the intense pressure of competitive urban life, their optimism about providing a good future for the next generation can fade. We are entering a world defined by this paradox: fewer children being born, yet more people overall, with an increasingly aging demographic. This will shape the key issues of our future: the stability of pensions, the challenge of urban concentration, housing affordability, and the very structure of our work lives. The pressures that have been felt in some parts of the world will eventually become global challenges. The choices we make today about how to build adaptable economies and sustainable social safety nets will define the world for the 21st century. It's a conversation we all need to be part of.